Hi, welcome to Imaris 9.3. New for Imaris 9.3 is a completely updated Arena view. The Arena view now functions as a direct analog of our file system. You can see here that the demo images have a specific directory on the hard drive, which I've opened here in Windows Explorer. If I navigate into one of these folders, it has all the exact same contents. If I were to copy and paste an image in the file system, we'll see that instantly represented in the Arena view. Vice versa, if I delete an image from the file system, that will also be directly updated in the Arena view. One thing you might notice is that this Arena view doesn't look exactly like your old Arena view. Here, I've got a whole bunch of other assays and groups with images that are just not present in the new version. Fortunately, we've developed a tool to migrate from your old Arena system to the new one. You can find this tool installed. Simply go to the Start menu and go to where Bitplane Imaris 9.3.0 is installed. You will see Imaris Arena Migrator listed right there. The Migrator is a standalone application. Let's organize it to have it side by side with our old Arena. Here, it'll first prompt us to select a folder to migrate to. I've selected a special folder on my E drive called Demo Test. You can select any folder on a USB drive, or a solid-state drive, or a network location even. The choice is yours. Just make sure that it's a relatively fast connection to this drive and that you have enough space on it. In the next step, you see that the migration tool has connected into my old Arena. Here, it has all the same assays and groups that are present over here. As I check to migrate certain assays, the tool will calculate how much space will be necessary to migrate them to the storage location. The running calculation total is displayed down here. You don't have to migrate everything all at once. You can pick and choose certain assays that you want to migrate now, and certain assays that you might want to migrate later to save time. The migration tool will check for the integrity of your old Arena. Now this is an important step to verify the contents of our old Arena before we migrate them to the new version. Here we see a list of inaccessible images as well as inaccessible batches. On this list of inaccessible images would be images that we've added to the Arena but then moved from the file system. For example, here would be a folder called IMS. That is what I have in my Arena right here, but the plant cell is missing. If I try to open the plant cell, Imaris gives me this error that plant cell does not exist. It's been moved. Fortunately enough, I know where this file is. I can copy this file and paste it back to where the old Arena version thinks it should be. Now, when I try to open it, it opens up just fine. And just like that, if I rerun the check, we'll see that plant cell is no longer in this list. I can do this for all the inaccessible images if I want to, or if I see images on here that I just don't use anymore, I can be okay with that and move on. The same applies to the inaccessible batches. If I run a batch, but then delete images, they will be inaccessible. Again, I could replace those images and rerun the check, and they would migrate just fine. But if these are old batches and maybe you've already exported this data, then it's fine. Just note how many are inaccessible, and we can move forward. We do get one last little prompt just to make sure that you're aware that some things might be inaccessible, and that's okay. At step 4, we have a filter for very large images. The default threshold is 10 gigabytes. If I lower this threshold, I can see some of the bigger images in my arena view. This happens to be the exact same image, but added in 3 separate locations, one in Assay 1, one in Assay 2, and one in just the IMS folder. If I only want this image in that IMS folder, I can uncheck the other 2 locations. This would speed up the migration process as well as take up less space. Remember, the new arena is direct analog of our file system, so if we want the file to be in 3 separate folders, we've got to create it 3 separate times. Now we can start the migration. The progress bar here will iterate through all the different image formats and all the different assays and groups that I have. Great! So it looks like our migration process is complete. Now we can open our report. We see that there are 52 total, 35 successful, 2 skipped, 15 not found. The not founds we're totally aware of, as well as the skips. These are the ones that were too big. We can see all the successful migrations, creation parameters that were migrated, as well as the batches that were migrated. Also, we see the batches that weren't found. We can click Finish, and now begin to set up Imaris 9.3. What we need to do is add that migrated folder into the new version of Imaris. That migrated folder, Demo Test, is right here. We see that it has everything that I just migrated into it. So what I need to do is go into Imaris 9.3 and click Observe Folder. Now, I can pick the Demo Test folder and have everything in there in my new arena. Now, we're free to enjoy using Imaris 9.3 and the new arena view. Thank you.